Okay guys, so here we go. I'm now about to begin the rebuild project. Now I'm not going to film it because we've all seen rebuilds before, we've seen 1,000,001 rebuilds, so I don't see any point in filming it. But needless to say, get it to focus, I have a new ESC fan. I actually have two of them. New ESC fan and a full bearing kit. Now I'm fairly sure as well that in my rampaging around previously I stripped out a couple of the diff gears. Now I don't have new diff gears, but I do have an entire spare chassis. Now, I'm hoping I don't have to use any because I want to keep both of them as running cars, one as a speed car and this one to be my rally car. But you know, we'll see how we go. I do want this to run. So here we go, I'm about to begin and I'll do bits of video here and there. Okay, and so far all is going well. I do apologise for it being a bit dark, but we've lost the bulb. One's gone, so it's a bit dingy. Okay, so stripped a fair bit down so far. I say a fair bit, that's a completely intact diff which has to come completely apart, which I'm really not looking forward to. By the looks of it, I'm leaking diff fluid there as well, so that's not good. Yeah, either this diff or that diff, one of them I'm very sure has got a stripped gear in it. But that's what we're here to find out and get it all running nice and smooth, fully ball race it, and this should roll nice and smooth. Okay, so I've put my macro lens on, see if I can show you this. Now this is around the inside edge of the diff. Now that looks remarkably like metal to me, shredded metal. However, I currently can't see any teeth missing, so I'm not sure. But all the way around the edge of this is that shiny, gritty stuff that looks like shredded teeth. But as yet, I have yet to find any. So we'll see how we go. Okay, so we've got this one apart, completely apart, and all's looking good. Come on, focus the damn thing. Poor lighting. All's looking good. This one's nice and solid, nice and sound. Just going to pull it apart, clean it, put it all back together. It is a bit of a daunting task, you know, you've not done this before, there's a lot of bits here, and to remember where things go isn't the easiest. I quite literally compartmentalise my memories. I have a, can't really see it very well, a compartment bucket. I put screws in different compartments and then arrange things in a specific order so that I've got an idea of what goes where. Work forwards then backwards and you shouldn't have any problems. Bits like these will all be replaced with bearings. Whole dish should run a lot smoother. Let's get that get this one back together and the second one apart. Okay then, so just about to reassemble. Thought I'd do a little quick piece just showing you what grease I use to put it together. I use marine grease. I go with marine grease because it's a good solid one, it can take temperatures well, extra high performance, great for solid and flex drive shaft applications, lithium complex grease, anti-sling technology. So it doesn't, the idea with this one is it doesn't bind when it spins fast. So it sits as a grease. Because one thing you've got to watch with grease, lots of people think, oh yeah, I'll just chuck car grease in it. But car grease, as in like a real car, is too heavy duty. And the faster it spins, it'll actually act as a dragging binding agent. This stuff is designed not to. So whenever you see something that says anti-sling, that's what they're getting at. It doesn't act as a binding agent when it spins fast. So especially for this application, the high-speed supercar, down there with these lovely shiny green orange wheels, that's what we want. Okay, so when I've put the diff back together, I'm finding that there's quite a lot of play in the main axle shaft going backwards and forwards through the diff. So I've dug these out. These are actually old brake discs off Mini Z. Obviously they're only decorative, but they're the perfect size to put under here behind the bearing as a washer. I've put one on each side just to try and take out some of that play, because obviously the more play I've got, I'm more likely to strip a gear, especially with the forces that's going to be in this. Okay, so I've got the front diff back together, all is looking good. It feels a bit stiff at the moment, but I've just put it back together, tightened it all up, greased it and things. So what I'll do is I'll probably run it off a normal battery for a bit and just cruise it around whilst it softens up. But I've just put the fan on and that's working. Particularly silent fan, I have noted. It doesn't seem massively fast. In fact, it doesn't seem very fast at all. But I did get this plug the wrong way around and there was a brief moment of smoke and things, so I'm surprised the bloody thing's working at all. Oh, there you go. Spoke too soon. Piece of crap. No, my fan's died again. Bollocks. Okay, and so luckily I bought 2 fans. I anticipated problems and I bought 2. I've made sure this one's plugged in the right way around the first time. Now I know which way it is through trial and error of blowing up the last one. Let's hope there's no smoke. Excellent. We have solid green light. All is good to go. This fan, yeah, it's got a bit more power in it this time because we haven't connected it the wrong way and fried it. I must confess, I personally didn't think with these fans it mattered which way it ran. Apparently it does. Okay, so I might just leave it with the 2 screws. That's nice and solid. If I put all 4 in, you can end up buckling them across the airframe and they can end up stopping. So I'm going to leave that as it is. It's working. That's what I need. Okay, so I've got the second diff apart now, the front one. And to be fair, all the gears seem good. There's some wear on it, but only a bit. It's all alloy gears, so not the best. They've got like worn edges and things like that. But you know, it's not bad. I'm guessing that the skipping I can feel in the car then is just poor meshing of gears, so hopefully the bearings will cure a lot of that. So let's get it reassembled. One thing I will give it credit for, though it doesn't have bearings, at least it does have metal brushes. Most cars have plastic, this one has metal. Okay, so completely reassembled now and been all greased up. Fans fitted, bearings are on, nice and smooth. Everything seems to be rolling nicely. That's a bit stiff. Clamp this one. There you go. That's it. It's rolling. Hopefully this will all free up. Okay, so here it is running. It's a bit tetchy to say the least. It doesn't want to go slow, it wants to go fast. Just an on-the-spot wheel spin removes the tyres. Like that. Just detaches them all. This front one's coming off. Back one's nearly off. I really can't wait to get this onto a strip and let that shit rip. Okay, and I brought the speedster out for a little bit of a whiz around, but I can't go too fast because I forgot to do something. I haven't taped on my tyres, or glued them on, should I say. I mean, that's not even a quarter throttle, so that's nice and steady. But I think I'll just give it a bit of a run round. Turn my trim down a little. Give a bit of a run round, let it bed things in. So I have dismantled the whole thing. Watch your step, darling. Miley, come here, darling. Come to Daddy. All with one hand as well. Oh, stones. Nightmare, man.